Hello friends, I am Ramesh Juneja, founder of Kareersity Education Private Limited. Welcome all of you podcast series Pharmaceutical Leaders Perspective. I have along with me today Mr. Pinaki Chatterjee, the accomplished leader having experience of almost 4 decades in pharmaceutical sector. Started career with Glaxo as a medical rep, moved to Sun Pharma, worked with Elkem, worked with Ajanta, and then last, he served JB Chemical as a senior vice president, as handling a couple of businesses, a large team, and the training department of JB Chemical. Today he is with us to share his perspective about the sector, growth opportunities available in the sector, and the message for the youngsters who are willing to join this sector. I welcome Pinaki once again to Kareersity podcast series.
Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. Thank you very much for inviting me in this platform. It's a privilege for me because to tell you very frankly, indirectly you have given me the opportunity to the whole universe to communicate what I wanted to say much before. Because as you rightly told that I started my career from Glaxo and then it was the number 1 company. So it was more of, getting a foundation for this profession. Because to be very honest, I didn't have much knowledge about this profession. And that first thing I felt pity about our education system, that why this area is not been touched upon in the 10th or 12th classes, because normally people always try to encourage people to become doctor, then engineer or chartered accountant, something like that, lawyer at the most, but nobody encouraged anybody about the benefit sales profession. So once I joined Glaxo, to be very honest, and undergone training, so it always used to remind me, after knowing the profession, whatever we have been seeing the advertisement by Raymond, a complete man. To be very honest, this profession has made me a complete man. So I was a boy, I was a student. So just after joining this overnight, I became a complete man. Because it has opened the entire world in front of me. So sales and marketing, when I started this journey in pharmaceutical company, the knowledge was or understanding was just I have to meet customers, meet doctors, influence them about my products, getting prescriptions and serving the prescriptions. That was it. But when I started working, I saw it is totally different. That influencing minds, it is not only doctors and the trades are there. Then at that time, various things came that while entering into a doctor's chamber, you are trying to influence a person, means you require a lot of preparations. So there I understood the value of planning. Okay, that if a planning is good and you have thorough understandings of your product, which we are going to discuss with your customers. Luckily, in these professions, we meet with the elite class of people in the society and they are intelligent people. So that advantage we had. So you have a great choice to move ahead. So that is the, biggest gain, I must say, from this profession. That once again, I'll repeat, I became a complete man at the age of only 21.
Fine. Thank you, Mr. Pinaki, for sharing your perspective. How you become a complete man after joining the profession. For the benefit of students, would you like to give a small brief about how you grow in this sector? Medical rep to the senior vice president. What are the ladders and how you grow in the sector?
See, theoretically, I can tell you many things, which has been taught by company where I started my work, Glaxo. Like, you should have a product, you must know what is the benefits and features of the product and how it is superior than the product, and you place your product accurately, discuss the product with the customers, influence him, and you get. As I told you, I became a complete man. So it was not on the perspective of this profession. What came out very importantly, that it is the hard work, it is the honesty, sincerity, and perseverance is very, very important for to grow at any level for that matter. So there is no shortcut to success. You may have the best of the product knowledge. Okay, you may have all the skills also, but if you don't practice it or apply it day in, day out, so there is, once again, it will not help you to grow. So this is what do you call, other than your functional knowledge and expertise, very important is your attitude. Once you, because this profession, like as you are discussing that I have gone through this MR to area manager to RM to DSM to JSM, all the ladders. So all these things I came to know after coming to this profession. But this was discussed during the training program. And once it is discussed, I am telling, especially for the young generations, once again I will repeat that people only think that if only you become doctors or engineers, then only you can earn good money, you can earn respect in the society. So it is not that. After coming to this profession, I realize why I am telling you. As I told you, that honesty, sincerity, hard work, and perseverance, and your attitude is very important. That if you apply, okay, nothing is going to stop you. Okay, at any level, this is important. So I will rather suggest the young generations to have a very, very positive mind and very, very willpower, a strong willpower, and always dream big. Start achieving or accomplishing the big things. I can only tell that even sky is not the limit. Because now after, achieving the positions of head of marketing and sales and all this training, you must, you see, there are so many doctors, so many engineers in the factory, they are all reporting to me. So that is the biggest satisfaction. You can reach up to that level. It is not only vice president, even you can become a CEO also. So this is the main thing I wanted to tell. Maybe I have gone here and there, that you should have proper knowledge of your product. If you have proper knowledge of your customers, and you must have a strong desire to achieve big things. Work very hard and work relentlessly. You should have a lot of passions for this job. And coming back to that, you must love this job. That is very, very important. And not only this job, as I told repeatedly, I will tell you, complete man, whatever we do in this life, if we love that to do, nothing can stop us to reach the top. So that is the message, that love this and have perseverance. You should have perseverance.
Thank you, Mr. Pinaki.
Thank you.
The last question comes to you. Any message you have for the young students while taking interviews nowadays? You might have seen a lot of gaps, etc., of freshers who are willing to join the industry. Any straightforward message for the students, what they should have in mind if they have to join pharmaceutical sales in the sector?
Okay, fine. I will not discourage a student to become doctor or engineer or a chartered accountant, or go to nowadays CS is also there. But I can tell them that after completing your graduations, rather I will promote to take up this profession, because these professions will give you much, much more opportunity than becoming a doctor. Because once you become a doctor or once you become a head of a bank and all these things, you will be doing only one type of job. or engineer also. But here, you will become jack of all trades, but master of all, one thing, that is selling. So that is the advantage. In other professions, you have to jack of one thing and master also one thing. That is the difference between these two professions or these professions. So I will always encourage people to take up this, and whatever little time I spend, that if you can implement all those things, believe me, you can achieve all your dreams in your life. Maybe you will achieve something which you have never dreamt of. To be very honest, I have achieved many things so far which I have never dreamt of. And had I become an engineer or doctor also, so many things I could not accomplish. That is the biggest satisfaction. And as I told you, my position was not last. You can become even the CEO or COO of an organization also. And that is the opportunity this profession gives you. So all of you must be, with the joy you should take up this profession, embrace this and go ahead in your career. I wish all of them they take it. All the best.
Thank you, Mr. Pinaki. Any change in pharmaceutical sales behavior you have seen in the last couple of years?
Yes. That is one thing I have missed maybe in previous talks. That, as I told you, repeatedly I'll tell you, I have become a complete man. Because as a student, I was a little stubborn. I was going with my whims and wills. But this industry has changed. Of course, the whole world has witnessed a lot of changes. Especially this industry, and especially at the era I started my career, has undergone many changes. Because those days, it was, to be very honest, it was a seller's market. It's all multinationals who were dominating. Okay, and they had big brands. Doctors were literally, virtually, waiting for the brands. We used to go remind maybe some new information, and they used to give me support. So slowly, okay, and maybe very fast, it becomes seller's market. So many competitors came. Good that India progressed, and many Indian companies came in, and they have started understanding the Indian market much better than the multinationals, and that is the reason they could grow very fast. And they have left behind the multinationals, and today they are running the show. You can to name about, say, Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, Cipla for that. Of course, Cipla Alembic is a much old brand. Cipla has already taken the path, but they were also taking the path of multinational those days. So actually, to be very honest, the Indian path was shown by Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, Alkem, and then every other companies, for even multinational also started following up. So that is the thing, the approach. Approach means, so once it became buyer's market, so question of customer service become very important. Earlier, it was as if during our initial days, doctors were very much happy to see us in his clinic. But in between it happened, so many competitors coming in, they were only giving space to the companies who were taking much care of them. They are meeting many of their needs, their academic needs, some of the personal interest needs also. But customer care has become a very, very important point. So that is the biggest change has happened. Then came that to serve the customers much better digitalizations. Very, very important nowadays. And of course, it's good that nowadays the newcomers are much more tech savvy than we used to be at our time. So that is an advantage. And they should also take this advantage into their fold and move ahead. So these are the three biggest changes, that shifting from, seller's market to buyer's market, and then giving better service to the buyers, customers, and how fast and better you can service to for that adopting digitalizations. So this is the biggest change. And you can see here also nowadays, and Corona has taught us that come what may, at least every segment or every industry may suffer, but health industry will never suffer. Rather, after that, the importance of health industry has actually increased. So you can see that right from government to central government to state government, everybody has started giving more importance to health sector. And you see the growth. It is also one of the highest growing sector in the industry today. And at this, with that GDP is growing at the rate of 12.5 or 13-14% or sometimes, it's a massive growth. And it is growing much better than other part of the world, because India is a emerging economy. It's a growing, developing economy. See here, lot of opportunities are there compared to many other countries for that matter. And Indian companies, we are equally competent nowadays to compete with any multinationals, both technically, knowledge-wise, application-wise. So I see a golden opportunity, great future for pharma industry and people who will be serving pharma industry.
Thank you, Mr. Pinaki.
Thank you.
One clear message is coming from Mr. Pinaki's talk for the youngsters is, industry में growth opportunities बहुत है. You can grow fast in the sectors, but you should be passionate enough. You should love what you do. Pharma sector is a sector which is never dying sector. Actually, जब तक human being है life में, pharmaceutical चलेगा. Is the right sector to choose upon. Thank you, Mr. Pinaki, for joining me for this podcast series. I'm sure message given by you to the youngsters is really going to help people to choose the career at the right time, in the right place. Thank you very much once again.
If it helps them, even 1%, that will be my satisfaction.
Thank you.
Thank you.